Good morning, wrestling fans. February 7th, 2024. Lance Brock here. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Time to talk about AEW Dynamite tonight. Live on TBS, 8 p.m. Eastern. And tonight we have quite a huge episode of AEW Dynamite to talk about, featuring a huge announcement from Tony Khan and many big matches on the show tonight. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Tonight's AEW Dynamite will be live at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. And we will see Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland go at it one-on-one to see who will face the AEW World Champion Samoa Joe at the Revolution pay-per-view for the AEW World Championship. So that should be a good one. To be honest, if I had to make a prediction in this one and just pick one of these wrestlers to go on to the Revolution PPV and face Samoa Joe for the world title, I don't know, because Hangman has been on a roll as of late, and Swerve also has been hot lately, getting over with the fans. And I have thought before, I know AEW doesn't do multi-man matches very often, so maybe something could happen in the match tonight where maybe we could end up seeing a three-way match at Revolution between Swerve, Hangman, and Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. But that's just me kind of thinking, playing armchair booker there. Like I said, AEW doesn't really do the multi-man matches or have any finishes like a draw or a no contest like that very often. Also tonight on Dynamite, finally we will see the Ocho, Chris Jericho, take on Konosuke Takeshita. I'm sure Don Callis will be there in Takeshita's corner, since he is representing the Don Callis family. Should be a very good match right there. And also the AEW Women's Championship will be on the line as Timeless Toni Storm will defend against Red Velvet. Should be a pretty good match right there. And I just want to say, I'll get back to Dynamite, but before I left for work today in the morning, I was listening to the new episode of Talk is Jericho, and his guest this week, or on the Wednesday episode anyway, is the AEW World Women's Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, and she is in character throughout the whole interview. and it is actually pretty entertaining. So I definitely recommend listening to the new episode of Talk is Jericho. Came out just today. That's available now wherever you can listen to podcasts. Actually, I have to correct myself for just 1 second. It's a World Championship title eliminator match. Not a title match, but an eliminator match where if Red Velvet does beat Toni Storm, she will receive a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. Also, Adam Copeland will be back on Dynamite tonight. And I believe it is also going to be the return of the Cope Open after the victory against the legendary Minoru Suzuki. So who knows who Adam Copeland is going to be facing this week. Could be anybody. And one last thing to talk about for tonight's Dynamite is that Tony Khan has a huge announcement. I know this happens quite a bit where he advertises a huge announcement, and most of the time they do deliver and are something big. But yes, a couple times, I admit, as people have said, there's been a couple times where he's made an announcement and it may not have been necessarily a real big thing that you would have expected it to be, but hopefully tonight will not be the case. So Tony Khan's huge announcement, there's been speculation, especially since they are going to be in Boston soon. Mercedes Moné could possibly be making her AEW debut coming in. I know she was at Forbidden Door, but also Kazuchika Okada is being talked about. Maybe this could turn out to be a double announcement, actually, and Tony Khan will be announcing both of them coming to AEW. Also, a TV deal, or a new TV deal, I should say, has been also speculated. And one thing I thought of, because of the Jon Moxley interview backstage we saw, and he was talking about the Blackpool Combat Club going to CMLL. So maybe this could be an announcement of maybe some kind of show or something with CMLL. Maybe even possibly adding the Lucha Libre promotion to Forbidden Door. So not only would it be a joint show with AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling, but also CMLL involved. That would be great, and would definitely have a lot of great pro wrestling on that show if that is the case. But who knows what the huge announcement from Tony Khan will be tonight. We just have to tune in to TBS 8 p.m. Eastern tonight to find out. And yes, I do hope to have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight. Talk all about the going-ons that take place on Dynamite tonight. All the great matches we're probably going to see, the huge announcement from Tony Khan, and more tonight. So just stay tuned. And that is all for this Wednesday morning episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Like I said, hope to be back tonight, but we'll be here tomorrow for the Thursday episode of Good Morning Wrestling fans. Hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Hope everyone enjoys AEW Dynamite tonight. Hope everyone will join me if there's a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight. Also, hope you will all join me tomorrow for Good Morning Wrestling fans. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.